session is going to be our foam roller session. Obviously we don't have foam rollers, many of us at home, so we're going to be using a rolled fleecy blanket. Your other alternatives are a big bath sheet, big as you can get, roll that up into a Swiss ball shape, and you're going to be laying that underneath your spine when we come down onto the mat. We'll talk through that a little bit more when we actually come to that point of the class. Other bits of equipment you might need: hand towels for in your lower back, underneath your shoulders, at the back of your head. If your foam roller substitute isn't long enough for your head to be able to fit on, you're going to need a bath towel to fold up as your head pillow today, just to give you that closure of space between the back of the head and the floor. Okay, so we're just going to start with our standing warm-up as usual. So we're going to start with our foot pedals, warming up the legs, the calves, the ankles and the feet. So right knee bent, left leg straight, left arm forwards, right arm back. And we want to come into our foot march there. So as one heel lowers, the opposite heel lifts. Make sure your arms are working evenly, that you're not coming too far up with your front arm. Make sure you are pressing back with your arm behind that you can't see. Head, rib cage and pelvis stacked. And those hip bones neutral. Well done. Really hang down the weight of those arms, let the shoulders relax. Think a little about your pelvic floor and tummy. So to keep that lower back safe and stable, you might just want to zip in and up with those pelvic floor muscles. Okay, just a few more here to warm up those legs and those shoulder joints. And then we're going to change that exercise and layer on a little bit of coordination. So 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep your arms swinging. We're going to take your legs a little bit wider. Push forwards, push back. And then we're going to just start to add a little bit of a twist through the waist and ribs. So you are looking the opposite way to your front arm. Keep the knees soft, the feet flat. And just increase that range of rotation through that mid-back each time. Keep it nice and slow. Imagine you've got little weights in those arms so those shoulders stay down. And then we're going to slow it down even more as we focus on that arm movement. So we twist to the right and we lift. We lower those arms as we twist to the left. And we pause and lift. Try and work evenly through both of those shoulder joints. So if one arm won't go up quite as high as the other, keep them both working at the same rate. Centre, lift. Last 4. And then 3. And then last 2. Stretch up to the ceiling there. And last 1. So really lengthening through that back to the centre, well done. Okay, so inhale, lift up the shoulders, exhale, drop. And again, breath in, lift, exhale, drop. Try and lift the shoulder directly up to the ceiling, don't let it curl forwards. So think of little arrows sat on the shoulders pointing up, straight to the ceiling, straight back down. Inhale and exhale. So we do tend to hold tension in those shoulders, especially at times like the ones we're living in at the moment. It's a really nice one just to release that tension, get that mid-back to fire. Okay, 2 more. Exhale, and then last one. And breath out. Okay, we're going to keep the legs nice and wide for a nice wide squat. Inhale to come down, nice and slowly. Exhale to come back. We're going to be thinking about repetitions of 8 again with each of the exercises as we did last week. And then you are free to repeat the sessions as often as you want. And when you feel that you've perfected each movement, you may then want to add on a couple more repetitions each time you do the program. Inhale down, exhale back. Inhale down, exhale back. Okay, a couple more to make our 8. And then last one. And then we're going to hold the squat for a count of 4, 3, 2, 1. And we're going to slowly push into the ground, squeeze the bottom to come back. And again, breath in. Exhale, squeeze through the bottom to come back. Keep going there, I'm going to show you that from the side. Inhale, exhale, squeeze. Inhale, hold, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, squeeze. Okay, 4 more. Breath in, hold, 2, 3, 4, and back. And then 3 more. 2, 3, 4. Come back. Last 2. Inhale, hold, 2, 3, 4, and come back. 1 more time. Breath in. 2, 3, 4, and take it back. Well done. Bring those legs in. Turn to face forwards again. So you might have really felt that there into those legs and feet. That's fabulous. We're going to do a little bit of a lunge step now. I'm going to turn to the side again. So we're going to come forwards with that right leg first of all. Hands just on those hip bones. Right foot forwards, bend the knees. And then take it back. And then we're going to take that foot back, bend the knees, and then come back to the centre. I'm just going to wriggle to the middle of my mat there. So forwards, same leg, right leg, back to the centre. Right leg back, bend, back to the centre. Okay, 8 of these now. So 3, bend and centre. 3 as you go back, bend, centre. And 4, bend, back in. 4 for your back one. And 5. So make sure you keep those knees tracking. Back knee under the back hip, front knee over the front foot. 2 more this side. Keep your back straight, so it centres between your 2 legs. And as you go back, centering that weight between the 2 legs. Last time for the right leg to lead. Bend and return, and then taking it back. Bend and return. Okay, we're going to do the opposite side now. So we're going to take the left leg forwards. Inhale down. Exhale, touch in the centre. Inhale down. Exhale to touch. Well done. And for 2. Breath in. And taking it back. Breath in lower. Give yourself time. Don't worry if you're not quite keeping up with me here. Make it nice and slow. Doesn't matter if you don't do 8. It's much better to do 3 or 4 quality than 8 without the correct muscles firing. 4. And take it back. Okay, halfway through there. Keep the back nice and straight. I'm really thinking about using the tummy muscles here for this one to keep all of that pelvic area and that lower back nice and stable. So we've got about 3 more now. Think of that head balanced over that rib cage, and that rib cage balanced over that pelvis. Well done. 1 more time. Forwards. And then take it back. And then back to centre. Okay. So next we're going to do forward lunge with a heel raise in the centre. So I'm going to start with that right leg again. Down into lunge. Centre. Lift the heels. Left leg now. Just going to alternate sides. 2. Centre. Lift. 3. Down. Centre. Lift. 4. Down, centre, lift. 5, down, centre, heel raise. And then 2 more there. And last one. Lift in the centre. Lovely. Okay, so finally we're going to be looking at holding a lunge and adding a forward head facing bow and arrow. So I'm going to come down to the side again, take the right leg forwards, lower down into your lunge, find that point of balance for me there, don't come too low down. When you're happy with that, arms forwards, 4 bow and arrow, stay facing ahead, so 1, 2, So as much as you pull back with your elbow, reach forwards with your front arm. 4, back to centre. The left leg leads, take your time, bend the knees, lift, bow and arrow 1, keep that focus forwards 2, 3, and 4. Pull back to centre. Well done everyone. So you should feel those legs now. Last exercise, we're just going to mobilise through those hips before we roll down onto the mat for our foam roller series. So just touching those front hip bones, keep an eye on the pelvis again. Lengthen forwards with your right leg, lift to the side and see if you can lift to touch behind. So lift to the side, lift to the front and back to centre. And again, lift point, lift point, lift point, lift point to the side, lift point forwards and back in. If it's too much to lift, we touch and we slide to the side, we slide behind, we slide to the side, we slide forwards and back. Okay, last one on the left. Point, slide or lift, slide or lift behind, side, forwards and in. Well done. So just 4 for those today. So we're going to come to the end of our mat now and we're going to prepare to roll down carefully. So we're going to use an inhale at the top and lift through both arms. Keep the body nice and still, pull the tummy in. Exhale, lower through both arms and then we're going to drop in that chin and curl forward. So keep the chin tucked into the chest, pull the belly button in, roll forwards and down. Bend your knees if you need to, use the hands for support and we're going to carefully walk down onto our mat. Okay, so we're looking here now at our foam roller substitute. So this is a fairly big, thick, single fleecy blanket that I've rolled up like a Swiss roll so that it's nice and thick for me to lay on top of. You're not going to get the same sense of instability that you would on your hard foam roller, but it's going to feel quite nice to lay on there. You're still going to get that lovely chest opening. Now this foam roller substitute is pretty long, so I could probably get my head on there, but otherwise what I'm going to think of doing is either use a bath towel or use several rolled or folded hand towels to go at the end there for my head to sit on. That's actually probably not high enough, so I'm going to use my bath towel here just to create a little bit more lift. So you really want your pillow substitute to be the same height as your blanket, your foam roller. If you haven't got a blanket, you can use a bath sheet or a couple of bath towels rolled together to create that nice chunky foam roller there. So, as you would in the studio, you're going to come to the end of your foam roller, lower yourself down and place your head on those pillows there. Oh, that feels really nice, actually. I think you're going to enjoy this one. So there's enough height there between the blanket, my back, the blanket and the floor to create that lovely opening sense through the chest area. So make sure that your torso is fully on your roller, your head can be on your rolled towels, your feet hip distance apart or slightly wider on the floor. Just spend a little bit of time just relaxing into that position. So feel the weight of your feet. You should feel your sacrum on your roll, the back of your rib cage, your lower back slightly free, the back of the ribs down, and those shoulder blades just wrapped around your roller and the head released into your 2 hand towels there. So I'm going to carefully lift one arm, check my balance, lift the opposite arm, and then we're going to come into shoulder drops. So a breath in, lift both of those arms, and a breath out, lower them down, squeeze around your rolled towel. Inhale, and exhale. Inhale, and exhale. So 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. And then I'm going to take it into scissors. So right arm back, left arm down, 1, centre, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So despite the pull of my arms, I'm trying to keep the torso still. Only take your shoulders into the most comfortable range for you, so don't force any of those movements. I'm going to open into fly now, so I'm going to exhale here, inhale to the centre. Exhale, so using those tummy muscles to stabilise that back position. Inhale, centre. 5, 4, exhale, open, inhale, close, exhale, open, inhale, close, and then last one, wrist back above the shoulders. Now I'm going to take both arms back as I breathe out, pull the tummy in, keep the lower back still, and inhale as I reach down, hovering those arms above the floor. So breath out as you go back, breath in as you go down. Keep both arms working evenly at the same time. Don't force any uncomfortable movement. Okay, last 4, 3, 2, and 1. I'm now going to face my palms forwards towards my knees, and I'm going to open my elbows out to each side. So as I look at my elbows now, I'm seeing right angles. I'm seeing that my elbows are in line with my shoulders, my wrists are long, my palms are outstretched with my fingertips. And then I'm going to go straight back up from there. So inhale as you come down, we're going to encourage a stretch across the chest, squeeze the shoulder blades around the rolled blanket. Exhale as you go back. Inhale. Exhale. Okay, 4 more. And 3. And 2. And 1. Back to centre, palms face. So I'm going to really go for that stretch now, changing that breath. Inhale back, exhale, circle around to each side. Inhale back. So you need a little bit of room for this one. Inhale and exhale. If this is too much for your shoulders, you reduce the size of your circles until it feels comfortable. So we can push a little bit through stiffness but not into any pain. And with each repetition, those shoulders should feel a little bit more warmed up and supple and able to mobilise. Okay, I've lost count now. I'm going to call that my last one. Through to the centre, and then I'm going to relax those arms down. Lovely. So we're going to think about a little bit of lower body work now. Hands just rested on the 2 front hip bones. Hovering your right heel, your right foot, hold, and then release that foot back down. Hovering your left heel, just the heel, the forefoot, so the whole foot hovers, and then release down. So we're trying to activate those tummy muscles here. As you hover the sole of the foot, about an inch at the most above the floor, what I'm hoping that you feel is a little bit of tightening of those tummy muscles there. Don't let the back move, hover the foot, and make that work come from those tummy muscles. So with your fingertips around those abdominal areas, you might be able to feel a tightening of your tummy as you hover one foot then the other. If you can't feel that, ask yourself, can you feel tension anywhere else in the body? So if you're squeezing the shoulders, tensing the neck, then you're probably not going to feel a lot in the tummy. But if you can relax all of the other muscles, you probably will direct some focus there to your core. Any niggles in the lower back, remember we can pop a rolled towel in that lumbar space. Okay, I'm going to take that to single knee fold now. So on your breath in, single knee fold with the right leg. On your breath out, lower it back down. Inhale, lift the left. Exhale, lower it back down. Let's see if we can continue with that, but with both arms lifted. If you feel too unstable, pop your hands back on your hips or on the floor. Keep alternating sides. Check for tension tension in the body, switch that off if you can. Let those tummy muscles work. Okay, we're just going to add a layer now. So we lift, we lengthen, we draw back in, we lower down. We inhale to lift, we exhale, press away, keep the core working, the lower back still. Inhale, centre, exhale, lower. Breath in, breath out, breath in, and breath out. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. If it's too much to keep those arms lifted, pop them down. Well done, last one now. Lift, lengthen, bend, and lower. Relax those arms for a moment. Okay, we're going to take it now into double knee fold. If that exercise proved to be quite hard for you, stick to that level. Okay, so with both arms lifted now, breath out, lift through the right leg. Inhale, breath out, lift through the left leg. So we're going to inhale, hold that position. Arms down if you feel too unstable. We're going to exhale, lower the right leg. Still exhaling, lower the left leg. Big breath in to prepare. Exhale, lift the left. Keep exhaling, lift the right. Inhale, hold. You may feel a wobble here. Squeeze those shoulder blades around your rolled towel. Lower the left as you breathe out. Lower the right as you still breathe out. Again, breath in. Exhale, lift the right. Still exhaling, lift the left. Inhale to hold. Exhale, lower the right. Still exhaling, lower the left. Again, inhale to hold. Exhale, lift left. Still exhaling, lift right. Inhale to hold. And then we lower. We lower. Breath in to hold. Last time. Exhale, lift. Exhale, lift. Inhale to hold. Exhale, lower. Keeping that back still. Exhale to lower. Inhale to release. Well done. Okay, we're going to take it into the spider series now, levels 1 to 3. So I'm going to get you to single knee fold the right leg and at the same time float up that left arm. Exhale as you lower. So spider level 1. Inhale, lift right arm, left leg. Exhale, lower. So you might recognise this a little bit like a march lying on your back. 3. So fairly easy to start. 4. 5. 6. Last 2. And last 1. So just building up that level now. Inhale to lift the right leg and the left arm. Exhale to stretch those limbs away from the centre so your knees are parallel and your left arm falls in line with your left ear. Move back to the centre position, wrist above shoulder, knee above hip. Lower down as you breathe out. So inhale, lift. Exhale, press away. Really focus on keeping that spine stable here. Inhale back to the centre. Exhale, lower down. And again for 3. Lengthen. Centre. Down. Inhale 4. Exhale. Centre. Down. Inhale, lift 5. Exhale away. Inhale, centre. Exhale, lower. And then the last 3. Lift, stretch, keep the core stable, centre and down. Last 2. And then last 1. Lift, stretch, centre and down. Okay, spider level 3. Let's lift the left arm and the right leg just as before. This time we take it into hip twist level 3, I think that's called. Taking your right knee out to the side and your left arm out. Back to the centre and then lower it back down. So we lift, hip twist level 2, beg your pardon. We drop that knee out to the side as we take out the right arm, back to the centre and lower down. So inhale to lift, exhale to turn that right leg out as you open the left arm. Inhale to come back to the centre, exhale to lower. Okay, 4 more. Breath in, exhale as you turn out, keep that pelvis still. Inhale to the centre, exhale down. 3 more. Breath in, turn out as you exhale out. Come back to the centre as you breathe in, lower as you exhale. Last 2. Inhale, exhale. So a real pull on that spine there, keep it stable. Centre and down. And then last 1. Well done, everyone. Exhale, hold it still. Centre and down. Wonderful. Okay, so we're going to finish on our foam roller here, our rolled blanket, with our spine curls. So if we lift through both arms, wrist above the shoulders, legs and feet hip distance. On your exhale, press your lower back down, squeeze the buttocks, lower both arms and peel that spine through that centre line. Inhale here, exhale, round the back. So it's quite hard to press the spine down into the foam roller, whereas because your blanket underneath or your towel is going to be quite soft, this actually feels quite nice, quite a lot easier to articulate that spine. Don't relax your arms down, hover them, reach the fingertips to the heels, flat feet, inhale, and then exhale, lower through the centre. Inhale, prepare, exhale, peel. I'm just going to add a twist with those arm movements in a second. We'll just do a couple more regular spine curls, so you can revert back to this one when we've had the progression if you wish to. Release down. Okay, so arms overhead now, and your spine is down. I'm going to get you to circle your arms around to each side as you peel and lift the spine. So you're going to come to the top of your spine curl with your arms down as normal. Arms up and over as normal as your spine lowers. Pause there. Circle your arms down and around as you lift the spine. Simultaneously there. Pause. Arms up and over as the spine comes down. Breath in, exhale, circle, lift the spine. Inhale, hold. Exhale, lower the spine, lift your arms. Last one, circle as you lift the spine. Inhale, hold. And then release the spine down, arms up and overhead. Keep the spine down as you bring those arms into the sides of the body. Fabulous. Okay, so we need to make a very careful transition off your rolled surface now. So make sure that you don't crash down too heavily there. Give yourself time just to adjust. Okay, so we're just going to move the rolled towel to one side. We're going to need that again later on. And I'm going to get you to come into your box position here. So use whichever props you need to. I've got my tins over there. So if you need to pop the tins underneath the hands to reduce the wrist flexion, or you might wish to come onto your fists. This is also where you can pop your forearms onto the seat of the chair if you don't want to put any weight through those wrists at all. Walk forward so that you've got the length of your mat there for your legs to slide, and we're going to do a full tabletop. We'll firstly just stretch off the spine, so bottom to the heels, forwards to your box position. Go only as far back as hips and knees allow, so if you do have any restrictions through the back of those knees, only come back as far as you feel comfortable. Inhale back, exhale forwards. Okay, we're going to take it to box position now and come into full tabletop. So we've practiced a little bit of leg and arm sliding over the last couple of weeks' sessions. We're going to do the full tabletop today. So pressing into your right hand and your left knee, slide that right leg away, and then draw that leg back in. Pressing into the left hand and the right knee, slide the left leg away and draw that back in. So you're keeping that back nice and stable. Arm slides to practice now. Pressing into the left hand, slide the right arm forwards. Draw back in. Pulling your belly in all the time as you do this. Left arm forwards, pressing into the right hand and back in. So keeping that back straight like a tabletop. So we're going to slide the right leg away now. And then as you lift the right leg, you're going to lift the left arm. So that really shows you where the weight needs to go now, into your left knee and into your right hand. Keeping your back straight in neutral. Lower down with the palm in the front of the foot. Slide the knee back in, bring it back onto all fours. So pushing into the left hand and the right knee now. Slide the left leg away. Add the right arm as you lift the left leg. Hold the balance. Lower the palm on the front of the foot. Slide it back in. Okay, 6 more. Slide the right leg away. Keep the belly pulled in. Lengthen. Lower. And draw that back in. Slide the left leg away, pushing more into the left hand and the right knee. Right arm to join as you lift. Lower. Slide it back in. Back onto your 3 now. Lengthen. Lift. Lower. And back to all fours. Last 2. So pressure into the the left hand as you slide the left leg back. Lengthen. Lower. And draw back. And last one. Lengthen the right leg. Add the left arm. Lower. And take it back. All the way back into rest position for those of you that can. Hinging in and out of rest position for those of you that can't. And if you can't do box position or rest position, your alternative is to take a seat and just round into C-curve there, just to stretch off those spinal muscles. Okay, right, we're going to come down into prone now, so lying on our tummies. And we're going to have a little go at the dart series today, one of my absolute favourites. So if you've spent an amount of time sitting, we're all at home chilling at the moment, maybe watching a little bit too much TV. This is a great antidote to that slumped seated position. So foreheads are down. You can pop a rolled towel under the forehead if you wish to. Remember here, if you've got any niggles in the lower back, you can pop your rolled towel, your folded towel underneath your belly, just to reduce that lower back curve there. Arms are just going to come down to each side of the body. Move my hair across. Palms facing towards the ceiling, big toes in and heels flops away. So we're pulling that belly button back away from the mat underneath us or the towel. All I'm going to get you to do first of all is slide your arms down as if those fingertips are trying to reach to the bottom of the mat. So you feel those shoulder blades drop. Keep the head down, push back with both arms and pinch those shoulder blades together. Breath in, hold. And a breath out to release. The legs and the bottom are switched off and the belly is pulled in. So lengthen down, push, squeeze in, breath in, hold, and then lower it back down. And again, big breath in to prepare. Exhale, slide down, push back, draw those shoulder blades together. Inhale, hold. And then release. And one more here before we add a level. Squeeze, breath in to hold, and release. So we're going to add a little lift of the neck and head now with that arm movement. Apart from that, the legs and bottom are going to stay switched off and relaxed. So lowering down with those arms, push the palms to the ceiling. As you turn the palms to face in, levitate the neck and head. So you're looking straight down to the point from which you lifted. Ribs are down. Big breath in. And exhale. Okay, and again, slide those arms down. Connect with the mid-back. Push the palms to the ceiling. Squeeze the shoulder blades in. Look straight down. Inhale. Exhale. Release. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, lengthen down both arms. Push those palms to the ceiling. Squeeze the shoulder blades as you turn the palms in. Hover the neck and head. Hold to breathe in. Exhale to lower. One more time here. Slide down. Push back. Turn the shoulder blades, squeeze, hover, big breath in and release. So I actually think that one's harder than the full dart that we're about to do now. The temptation there is to squeeze the buttocks, lengthen the legs and engage everything. We just want to keep it to that mid-back work if we can. So the full dart now, lengthen those arms down, turn the palms to face the thighs this time, hover the neck and head, lift the chest and the breastbone, squeeze the buttocks, pull the belly in, draw the legs together, press the heels towards each other and lift. So you're in that full dart position now, not too high with those legs, length rather than lift. Breath in to hold, breath out, slowly from the feet upwards to lower back down. So before I carry on, just a note about your lower back there. If your lower back pinches as you come into that full dart stretch or any of the levels below, do pop your folded towel here in the lower back, maybe 2 folded towels. What's happening there is that the back is extending. We don't want that to happen. We want the hips to open and extend and the buttocks to fire. We don't want to injure that lower back. So that's not right if you're feeling that pain in that lower back region. Get your old towels in there. Okay, so big toes in, everything relaxed and off. Shoulders slumped, head down, big breath in. Exhale, palms to the thighs, slide those arms down, levitate the neck and head, lift the chest, drop the shoulders, pull the belly in, squeeze the buttocks, zip the legs together and hover. Big inhale there. Keep sliding things to the feet. Exhale, lower from the feet, through the shins, knees, thighs, pelvis, tummy, chest, neck and head. Big breath in. We're going to try and go for 4 more there. Back into rest position if you've had enough at any point. Exhale as we lift. So palms glued to thighs, belly in, lift the chest, shoulders down, and then exhale. All the way back down. Breath in to prepare. Exhale, slide those arms down, hover the neck and head, lift the chest, shoulders down, belly in, squeeze the buttocks, zip the legs together, inhale, hold. Exhale, release. Okay, twice more. On your exhale, slide those arms down, hover the neck and head, lift the chest, shoulders, belly, buttocks squeeze, inhale and release. One more time now guys, big breath in, exhale, hover the neck and head, slide those hands down, shoulders, chest, belly, buttocks, squeeze the legs, breath in and release it back down. Okay, we've really strengthened the back there. What we need to do now is stretch that spine. So I'm going to get you up into your box position. Remember, seated into C-curve. If you can't do box position, it's important you stretch the spine after you've worked it that hard. Wrists under shoulders, knees under hips, from the tailbone. Exhale, tailbone curl, belly in, lift the waist, open the shoulders, drop the chin, press away from the ground as you empty those lungs. Inhale into your neutral. Exhale, tailbone upwards. Empty out those lungs. Take a breath in to hold. And then exhale. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, curl. Inhale. And one more time. Well done. Exhale through. Inhale and stretch back, curl back up. Wonderful, well done. Okay, we're going to come down into side lying now for our oyster series. So I'm going to get a hand towel there, folded in place of my 2 pillows. I'm going to lower down onto my left side, ready for oysters. So I'm going to take that lower arm down and I'm going to pop the pillow or the towel there. Remember, with your side position, if you can't flex your shoulders to that degree, get your 2 hand towels and pop your head down like so. Imagine you're laying against a wall, so you feel the back of the head, back of the rib cage, sacrum, back of your pelvis and the soles of your feet. Stack your shoulders, stack your hips, your knees, your ankles and your feet. Keeping those legs bent in. So we gently squeeze through the heels and we open out that top knee and then we draw back. So as we open that top knee, we don't want the pelvis to go back as well. So it's that oppositional sense now. As you open the knee, push your pelvis forwards to keep it in the centre. And you just might want to check with your fingertips every so often there that that pelvis is staying still despite the pull of your leg as it opens and closes. So this is where we use your inbuilt body weights here, your legs, to strengthen your tummy muscles. Okay, so 4 more. Exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. Shouldn't be feeling this in the lower back. Curl the tailbone under a little if you are, just to flatten that curve. Last one, and release down. So taking it to the next level now, open, keep that thigh still in space and stretch out that leg. Keep that thigh lifted where it is, find your heel lower down. So really raising your proprioceptive awareness here, finding the heel without being able to see. So you're using your sense there of touch as you bring those heels together. So squeeze open, keep that top thigh lifted, lengthen. Keep that top thigh lifted, find the bottom heel and draw back. Last 4, lengthen. Try and keep the waist hovered above the mat if you can as well. And 3, stretch. Should be able to feel that in the outer thigh now. 2, lengthen, check that pelvis is still. And last 1, and stretch. Well done. Release. Bend those knees in, give that outer thigh a little rub there. Well done. Okay, so we'll pop over to the opposite end of the mat now, so that we're now laying on our right side. And same position that you had on the opposite side, so either your arm out in front, you've got your 2 hands held there, or your lowered arm outstretched. Stacking your eyes, ears, shoulders, hips, knees, ankles and feet. Lifting the waist from the floor if you can. So we exhale to open, keep the hips still. Inhale to close. Exhale to open. Inhale to close. Exhale for 3. And 4. And 5. And 6. Last 2. Well done, last 1. Okay, exhale to open, keep that thigh still in space, lengthen that leg. Bend in, find your bottom heel, squeeze together. Open, lengthen. Don't let this thigh creep forwards as you stretch out that leg. The brain's going to try and do whatever feels easiest, so taking that thigh forwards just takes a little bit of the work out of the exercise. Okay, so 4, lengthen. Bend and release. 5, lengthen, bend, release. 6, stretch. Well done everyone. 2 more. And last one. I can feel my leg working really, really hard there. And bend in and draw those knees into the chest. Fantastic. Right, so if we can just come over onto our back now with our rolled or folded towel. I want you to all stretch off your lower backs here for me now. So you're going to bring your arms out to each side, palms up towards the ceiling there. Legs and feet just hip distance. And we're going to drop those legs across to the side as the head draws the opposite way. So big breath in and hold that. Exhale, come through the centre. Take the legs over to the opposite side and the neck and head the other way. Breath in to hold. And again, exhale through that centre position. Over and across. Big breath in. Through the centre. So really think about the work of your waist muscles, your abdominal muscles, as you take the legs across from one side to the other. So we're really creating that movement through those oblique, those waist muscles. Take your Inhale on each side. Use your exhale to move the legs. Big breath in. And then 2 more. Inhale. Exhale across. Last one. And back to the centre. Fantastic. Okay, we're going to come over onto our side again now. Bring ourselves back up. And we're now going to come into box position again. So use the adaptations that you've used before. Wrists underneath the shoulders. Knees underneath those hips. We're going to have a little go at the leg pull series. Just going to start off with the prep work. So we're coming from that neutral box position now, and we are taking our palms just slightly further forwards than we normally would. So we've got a diagonal line, shoulder down to wrist. Knees are still very much underneath the hip joints, and those lower back curves are neutral. And then we're going to get you to tuck your toes under. And we're going to press a bit more weight down into our hands and hover those knees. So all I've done is levitated the knees above the mat, keeping that straight line knee to hip, and I've lowered back down. So weight down into the heel of the hand, or the fists, or the forearms if you're using the chair, and then lower it back down. So nothing much is happening. You'll feel it, you'll definitely feel it, but it doesn't look as though a lot's happening as you look to the side in the mirror there. So it's exhale as you lift, inhale, hold, exhale as you lower down. And as you lift and lower, really pull that belly back into the spine to give you that scaffolding to protect that lower back, so that support underneath. Okay, a couple more. And then last one. And then we're going to take that back into rest position there. Well done everyone. So that's our leg pull prep. We're going to build on that in subsequent weeks, and it takes us to quite an advanced form of that movement. Okay, coming back to your neutral position now, and then we're just going to take the hands back towards those feet. Take a deep breath in, and then we're going to take an exhale as we slowly roll back up to stand. Realigning the spine, shoulders, neck and head last. Okay, so facing forwards again now, and we're going to finish with a couple of stretches. So a nice big breath in as you lift just through your right arm, keep the weights of the spine stacked, and exhale as you come across to that left side. Inhale back to centre, and then exhale to lower down again. Breath in, lift the left arm, exhale across to the left side, sorry, the right side, back to centre, and lower down. 2 more. Inhale, lift that right arm, tip across to your left as you exhale, back to the centre, and to release. Last one. Inhale, exhale through, centre, and down. Okay, we're going to look down towards those arms now, circle out to each side, look up carefully, and then lower down both arms, dropping the chin. So inhale as you lift, exhale, and again big breath in, lift, fill the lungs, exhale, drop that chin down. 2 more. Inhale, lift, exhale, release, and then last one. Inhale, and exhale to lower, head back to the centre. Thank you everyone. So I really hope you enjoyed our foam roller substitute session today. Again, keep your comments coming in. We have some really lovely photographs that we've been able to post on our Facebook page just to keep all our students smiling and happy. So any pictures that you've got, however silly you think they might be, we really, really appreciate seeing that you're doing your workouts at home and that you're staying happy and healthy. Take care. Thank you.